Federal leaders were also on the ground here in the Hudson Valley. We're joined now by Hudson Valley Congressman Mike Lawler. Thanks for joining us, Congressman.
Thanks for having me.
And I know you've been all over the Hudson Valley today with our first responders, talking to people and getting a look at the damage. Can you give us an idea of the scope of the damage that you've seen today, and then who seems to be the worst off so far?
Well, I started my day in Yorktown and then went to Putnam Valley and Cold Spring and Putnam County and ended in Stony Point. And those communities were definitely impacted severely. We're talking about millions of dollars worth of damage in roads, bridges, culverts, municipal buildings. The town of Kent Town Hall had flooding, and then property damage to individuals. So this is, totaling in the millions of dollars throughout the Hudson Valley. I've been in touch with Governor Hochul's office and Catherine Garcia, the Director of State Operations, on the need to add Rockland, Putnam, Westchester, Dutchess to the state of emergency, and obviously work together to survey the damage, add up all the dollars, and see what has been impacted, what the losses are, what needs to be rebuilt. To ensure that, we meet the necessary thresholds to get the federal dollars from FEMA. And that's obviously critical here. We want to make sure that we get those federal dollars to help all of our municipalities and our homeowners rebuild after this devastating flash floods that took the life of one individual and, required dozens to be rescued, over the last 24 hours.
Yeah, just devastating damage. What would that declaration do for those areas in both the short and the long term?
Well, short term, obviously, it ensures that there's state and federal resources available. Our first responders did a phenomenal job over the last 24 hours, limiting the damage, really. It could have been far worse, as the governor said, if our first responders weren't out there doing the job. Our highway department, firefighters, EMS, police, they really did a great job. But long term, it's going to be that we need to survey all of the damage, get the dollar amounts associated with it, what it's going to cost to rebuild and repair, and submit that to the federal government to get those federal dollars. So it's critically important. We've been through this before, just 2 years ago, in the Hudson Valley, when we had the storm come through and had millions of dollars in severe damage. This is unfortunately nothing new, but something that we need to make sure that we take all appropriate measures to gather the information, survey the damage, and make sure that we qualify for those federal dollars.
And in just the last few seconds that we have, Congressman, can you tell us if there's any aid at the state level that could be put into place sooner than that?
Well, I think, the governor did mobilize, our Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, and they really did a great job working with our local government to help prevent any major loss of life and limit the damage. But, obviously, immediately, we want to get as many dollars flowing as possible to help our municipalities and homeowners recover. And so that's going to require the state and the federal government working together to expeditiously move these funds along. And obviously, hopefully, our insurance companies will expedite the process as well for those who did have flood insurance to get the support that they need.
All right, Congressman, we're going to have to leave it right there for now. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe out there, and please call us anytime.